Oh my gosh.
Josh.
Hello everybody, I'm Josh Bear, and welcome to a fan edition of Hot Ones. It's a show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Today I'm joined by Susan and Jeff Bear. They're credited as creating the perfect children, and me, my sister, Rachel.
Thank you.
How are you guys with spicy food?
I'm good, pretty good.
Love it.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and hop into the first one. This one is Howler Monkey, and it's 600 Scoville. So I'm gonna start by rolling back the clock a little bit. I know you guys started dating after you graduated high school in '79, but can you tell me about the first time you met? What was your first impressions? What age were you, and where'd you guys meet?
Well, we were 16. 16 at the Atwood pool. I'll never forget coming around the corner with a friend of mine. He noticed one girl, but I noticed Susan. And as soon as I saw her eyes, I knew I was in love.
Aw.
So where was your guys' first date?
Ah, the first date.
Where was the first date?
Where was the first date?
Bonanza.
Bonanza, what's Bonanza?
It was a steak place.
A steak place?
Yeah.
You were making good money at 17, 18 or whatever you were?
Yeah, I decided, go get a good cut of meat.
Okay. All right, Mom, I'll start with you. At what point did you fall in love with Dad?
Well, right when I first saw him, his smile, and he has these nice little laugh lines, they're very cute. And his eyes, the little twinkle in his eyes. Yeah, that was the way he kind of rode his 10-speed bicycle was, pretty impressive.
What about you, Dad? When did you know that you loved Mom?
I probably, that's a moment I probably shouldn't share with you, son.
Are you kidding me? Wing one?
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's go to the next one. That's inappropriate, okay? Over the years, I've heard so many stories about your guys' wedding day. But since the VHS was unfortunately taped over, it was not me. Can you guys tell me any stories about that day, any mishaps?
My sister probably got 2 left shoes, and we had to get those back exchanged, in the 11th hour. So
Wardrobes seemed to be an issue that day because also all of us guys met at my place after everybody was dressed. Scott seemed to be, I think, the last one dressed, and he came down the stairs, and unfortunately he was dressed just like me, where the guys were supposed to be different with black pants. He had white pants just like me, so we had to call Dobby's, and they had to come and meet us halfway there.
It's 5,790 Scoville. Okay. So I've heard the story about me being the biggest baby in the nursery 100 times. Oh yeah. But other than being a mini ogre straight out the gate, do you have what was I like as a baby?
Oh, very happy,
Yeah.
very happy, and
Goofy.
yeah, very.
made faces a lot. Although that might have been your having number 2, I'm not sure, but
Very inquisitive, very interested in a lot of different things.
What was the hardest thing transitioning from being a married couple with no children to all of a sudden having 2 little rugrats running around?
staying at home because I worked and I worked outside the home, so I never stayed home and took care of a home, much less 2 kids too.
Yeah.
So
it's hard transitioning
balancing that, yes, and the 24 hours of care required for infants. So, yeah.
And different things in the middle of the night, where either you guys would cry out for us, or all of a sudden you would appear next to the bed, Dad.
So I don't know if you knew this, but I was terrified of the dark back in the day.
We know that.
There was a time growing up where there was something I always heard in the attic. Like there was just this noise. I had no idea what it was. And every time I called you guys in, it stopped. So I don't know if you thought I was insane or what it was, but it turned out there was squirrels that hid in the attic, and that's what the noise was?
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, so with Rachel expecting in July, do you have any advice for her as a parent or any advice for me when I decide I'm ready to have kids?
Don't worry over every single little thing. I mean, it seems so big at the time. And when you're in the middle of it, it just seems like your child has the worst case of whatever there is. Hiccups, yes. Oh my gosh, they're hiccuping. They're going to explode in any moment.
Oh, I would say that she's going to get a lot of advice from a lot of people. They're going to tell her what's the best thing for her baby. But only she, as the mother, is going to know what's best for her baby. She'll have to listen to her own heart and follow the guidance that she gets.
This next one is Dirty Dicks, and it's 21,000 Scoville.
Whoa.
Okay, so this one might come back to bite me, but was there any embarrassing stories I did as a kid?
Well, there was an episode with the squirt gun.
Yes, the squirt gun.
Yes.
So what did I do with the squirt
was a little embarrassing, but I had found out through one of the other mothers on the block that my son had peed on another kid through a squirt gun.
Okay, I feel bad about this, but yes, I peed in a squirt gun, and I convinced one of the younger, stupider kids to shoot one of the other kids.
Took advantage of the youngster.
Was it a bad move in hindsight? Yes. Okay, and I'm sorry because my poor mom came home that day just crying, and at that moment I was like, I need to turn my life around.
Yeah, I ended up catching heat for it, because I was somehow in charge.
I'm sure you two were the perfect children, but were there any stories you can remember growing up where your parents were just completely just mad at you?
Unfortunately, my first time coming home drunk, and
Can I ask you how old you were?
I was probably 17. I remember being confronted by my mom and feeling very, very bad that she was seeing me at that moment. She actually slapped me, and that was the funniest moment of the night.
So, Mom, I can tell you now, when we got in trouble and you spanked us, me and Rachel were like, yes, Mom's spanking us. But when you said, when Dad gets home, he's gonna spank you, that put the fear in us because Dad would spank us. This one is Extreme Karma. It's 56,000 Scoville.
Oh my gosh.
Careful around your eyes. So on the show, they have a segment called Explain That Gram, and they pull up embarrassing pictures of them on Instagram that need a little more context. So you guys aren't on Instagram, so I decided to look on your Facebook and see what I could find. So this first one, I'm a little curious what's going on here.
Well,
Halloween.
Yes.
That was when we were 18, I think, our very first Halloween together.
that's probably Halloween 1980.
So what about this one? You guys are famous?
Yeah, we were. That was our act in Florida.
Yeah,
Tampa.
Tampa at Busch Gardens,
Yes,
a couple of Busch
yeah,
beers, and
yeah.
then we were all set.
Yeah.
Let's get our picture taken.
All right. Is this one like the cover of like a 1970s porno? Like what's going on here? Dad, what's going on with that mustache?
Yeah. Well, it was cool at the time, so can't compare it to now.
That's at my friend Renee's house, her parents' house. They almost grew up in that house.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I feel like my temperature's starting to get hot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Okay, so lately I've been reflecting on how much of a creative house I grew up in. From Mom always having a camera in the house, filming me and Rachel's babies, taking pictures of your garden and stuff like that. Dad, you always had music blasting in the house from the kitchen to the garage. Like in hindsight, it makes sense that I'm in a creative field. I grew up with all those creative energies growing up. Did you think I might be a firefighter, a cop, or did you think I might be in the creative area?
I thought maybe in sports for a while there, but
Yeah, it seemed to be sports, and although we started to see some creativity too.
How are you doing, Dad?
I'm doing fine.
thought you might have been a comedian because you were kind of funny when you were a kid. So,
Yeah, funny guy.
Zombie apocalypse, and it's 100,000 Scoville.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure how many of my friends realize this, but my dad's acted in a few, he had a short movie career stint. Acted in movies such as Transformers, Red Dawn, and Oz the Great and Powerful. Dad, do you have any funny stories of meeting celebrities or anything interesting like that you can share with us?
One time, meeting one of my favorite actors, Robert De Niro, we were on set and we were told before we went out, when you see Mr. De Niro, attempt to not make eye contact.
Not make eye contact? Well, don't look at him, you'll turn into a gargoyle.
You will. You'll turn into rock. Anyway, this other guy, he was late arriving to set, so he didn't get the word. And it was later in the day, and I actually seen Mr. De Niro and went up to him, Mr. De Niro, and he was then followed by security because Mr. De Niro then had an umbrella with him, and he opened it up and put it in his face to guard him, and then to take him away. So this guy was taken away.
So apparently we're all peasants compared to him. This one is Da Bomb, and it's 135,000 Scoville.
Do I still have lips on my face? Because I don't have.
Okay, so this next segment, I asked a few of my friends on Instagram some questions, or asked them to give me questions. Did you ever drop me as a baby?
No, but you dropped yourself.
I dropped myself. What does that mean?
Well,
You're in the crib, and you crawled out of it, and you hit, bam. You were downstairs, and we heard bam. I go upstairs, and you're underneath the crib.
yeah.
Crying.
Oh my gosh. We got to run him to the emergency room. He probably fell on his head. Oh.
Yeah.
Dad, okay. I didn't want to ask this one, but so many people asked. Where was I conceived?
Where?
Dad, where was I conceived?
At this moment, I have no idea.
Who are you?
Okay, I'll go to the next one. What's something you've done in your life that might surprise me that would have never known? Like any stories?
Well, I got banned from Danny's.
Wait, isn't Danny's a strip club?
Yeah.
What could you possibly do as my mother to get banned from a strip club?
It was a bachelorette party. Oh, golly. It wasn't my bachelorette party, it was somebody else's, and they got up on stage and had a cake. And the cake, they're up on stage with all the guys, and
Well, you got to have a cake when you're at Danny's, right?
and then there was a cake for the...
You're dripping again. Whatever, I don't want to hear about this strip club. Let's go to the next swing.
Oh.
No!
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah. Grab one.
Oh, I have a pen. No. Oh my gosh.
Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, son.
You good?
No.
No, not a fuck at all.
Mom and Dad, we both touched during this about how long you guys have been together. So what I'm gonna do is test your relationship with a little fun game of Newlyweds.
Oh.
Sure
Fun.
you guys have seen this? Okay. Dad, who is Mom's celebrity crush? All right, 3, 2, 1.
George Clooney.
Sam Elliott. No, that's wrong.
Oh, does that mean
Sam
we have to eat
Elliott.
10 more?
No. Mom, write down Dad's favorite band. Dad, write down your favorite band. Okay. And answers up.
Yes.
Answers up. Kansas. Ding, ding, ding. We're right.
Yay.
Yeah, we got to get points in that.
Dad, got some.
Okay. Last question. Dad, what is Mom's favorite meal? All right.
Okay.
3,
Okay.
2, 1. Salmon, eggplant,
Parmesan.
Nope. Wrong. So you got 1 out of 3. Not too good.
We're not good
That's okay.
newlyweds.
Let's go to the last wing. Hot Ones fans, I totally forgot to do the last dab. I'm sorry. But as you can see, we're all struggling here.
We are.
Okay.
Immensely.
Before I get to the final question,
Okay.
I just want to let you guys know that you've been the most supportive and loving parents, and I just appreciate it so much.
Okay.
From driving me to basketball practice in high school in the cold, to doing eating scorching hot wings for my YouTube
it's
channel.
the worst. It's the worst.
I appreciate it so much.
Thanks.
Fine,
Jeff.
I hate you for this.
I do too, because this is so bad.
Okay, so the
It's
final
so-
question,
No.
on the count of 3,
No.
I want you to say who your favorite child is. Me
What?
or Rachel.
What?
Okay? You got a little snot. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Rachel.
Rachel?
What? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, do this.
This is bullshit. I hope you both get diarrhea.
Hey, it's gonna happen.
No, forget you.
Rachel's giving us
She's giving
a
us
grandchild.
a grandchild.
And Josh is just giving
It's
us nothing
pain
but severe
and
pain.
suffering.
Suffering. So you wonder why Josh is a favorite? I mean, it's not the favorite.
Not the favorite.
Well, we have evidence.
Okay.
My snot.
when's the stop?
My snot will tell you that he is
When
not
does-
my favorite right now.
Ooh, when does this stop?
You guys, that is seriously the hottest thing I've ever put into my mouth. Wait, no. I promise you, the celebrities on the show are not acting. My face felt numb, my ears were tingling, my lips swelled up. I felt drunk almost to a certain extent. It is like the most bizarre thing in the world. I don't recommend you to do it, but for some reason I want to do it again. Sean, I don't know, if you watch this video, let me know, because it's weird. Now that it's done and the dust has settled, I kind of want to do it again. I think I'm addicted. Are you addicted, Sean? If anyone from the First We Feast team is watching this, please reach out to me. I would love to shadow and see how your team works, from a shoot to just sitting in on an edit, anything part of the process. Like I would love to learn some of the stuff that you guys do, because it is the best in the business right now. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.